Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Simon Says. I apologize about the delay in videos. I know I tried to get this out once a week at least. Unfortunately, I had some personal issues going on. It's been kind of a big couple of weeks around here in the Simon Cave, so to speak. But anyway, I'm going to try to pump out a couple videos in here just in case something like this happens again in a row. But in any case, today Simon Says, let's talk about Warner Brothers now. Warner Brothers, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? It really is, like I said before, I love DC, and I don't want anybody to think that I don't like DC or Warner Brothers, because the fact of the matter is I do. I actually, the problem is I'm generally more critical of the things I like than the things I don't like. Because I want them to be good. I want everybody else to like them just as much as I do, and I don't feel like if you're going to put out I feel like if you're going to put out an inferior product, then people aren't going to get to see that love and the reason why us fans like them in the first place. So the things I'm talking about, there are three basic topics I want to talk about today, and it's going to be so recently Godzilla King of Monsters came out, and the article came out a couple days ago saying that Warner Brothers might put a little delay on Godzilla versus Kong, and any future movies in that universe, because people were upset about the lack of human drama. Now, I don't even know how to react to this, because first off, anybody who goes to a Godzilla movie, and I mean specifically a Godzilla versus like King of Monsters, where like it's clear he's going to be fighting a bunch of monsters in this movie. Like there's no other way around it. That's the way it was marketed. That's all the commercials are about. That's all the trailers are about. Like you should not be expecting any human drama. Like I don't even care what the human drama is. The movie is about Godzilla fighting monsters. I mean, it's in the title, Godzilla King of Monsters. He fights all the monsters. He becomes the king. What else do you guys want? I mean, it's absurd. It's absurd to try to market to like this ridiculous crowd that's like, I'm gonna go see a Godzilla movie, and I'm really dying to find out how the humans handle with this. No one cares. No one goes to see Godzilla to see what like the four humans on the planet, who are not running in terror away from Godzilla, are thinking. Like it's Godzilla. Let them fight. Let there be monsters. That's what we came to see: the destruction, mayhem, the big monsters duking it out. I mean, personally, I would love to see like Pacific Rim or, Ultraman is really what I would love. I would love to see Ultraman injected into one of these universes and have like Ultraman versus Godzilla or Kong and all them stuff. Like that would be awesome. But we're not gonna get that. I mean, at this rate, it's gonna be like a love story, and Godzilla is gonna be in the background destroying Japan or something. I don't know. It just seems like a really dumb marketing move, and I just think Warner Brother really needs to get their head in the game, man. So the next thing, again, having to do with Warner Brothers and DC, this whole DC has a streaming service, DC Universe, and I'm a member, and there's a lot of talk about canceling a lot of the stuff, and I understand that perhaps they didn't get enough viewers or whatever, but I mean, I think a lot of these shows are really quality, top-notch shows. Like Titans is a really good show. Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing. I've only watched the first one, but it looked really, really good. I mean, Young Justice. There's a lot to be said for the quality and the quantity of stuff that you're getting on this channel. Perhaps they could lower the bill a little bit. I'm not sure how they could fix it. I don't think it should go away, or even if it does, they should at least partner with Netflix or somebody to bring this content out, because it's really good. I mean, Titans especially has been a fantastic show, and it just, I can't understand how you would want to get rid of that, especially because the movies haven't been doing so well, and it seems like they're really kicking into gear with these high quality shows and writing on all these DC Universe shows. Disney's gonna do their own Disney Plus with all their Avengers shows, and hopefully there's room for both. And I would like to see there be room for both. And I would definitely not like to see Teen Titans go away, or rather the Titans show go away, or the DC Universe channel go away. I mean, again, I understand maybe there's not enough capital or revenue gain from viewers, or they have a low viewership count or something like that. But I would like to see that exist in some form, whether it's a partnership with another agency or something. I mean, I really think that they actually need to move forward with this type of stuff, because they're falling so far behind on like media, especially movies and TV show entertainment, that if they want to keep surviving and have that household brand recognition, they need to be on the ball with this type of stuff. So that's my thoughts on that. And then finally, I'd like to address this. So the whole Robert Pattinson, we already discussed the Pattinson Batman thing. It's been confirmed. He's been cast. Whatever. I mean, that's fine. I'll give him a chance. Why not? However, I do think DC is making a big mistake by not having a shared universe, because Aquaman has done well. Wonder Woman is, has done well, the first one. I'm hoping the second one does just as well, and maybe even better. And Shazam has done fairly well. It looks like they're going to keep moving forward with these movies. So I would like to see some type of continuity between all of the DC movie franchises. I understand, like maybe for the Joker movie that's not possible. However, DC has a built-in way to have all of this stuff connect, and it's kind of, it's mind-boggling that they haven't actually thought to do this already. I mean, Flashpoint would be a perfect way to kind of bridge all this stuff together. You can erase, I mean, look, I like Justice League, but if you need to erase it to get your house in order, then do it. Erase Justice League, erase Batman versus Superman, erase Man of Steel, and do a Flashpoint. Keep Wonder Woman stuff, keep Aquaman, keep like all the stuff you want to keep, and just reboot everything else. And you could do that with Flashpoint, because you have that built-in narrative of changing the timeline and changing certain key events to make things the way they are. So and because there's already a Flashpoint cartoon movie that did really well, and they've done this in the Flash TV series. There's precedent, man, and if there's precedent, and I mean, let's face it, Avengers Endgame just went through this whole time travel thing where they changed a bunch of stuff, or they didn't, or whatever it is, but there's precedent to going back and changing things, or making a new universe, or whatever it is. So you definitely have precedent, and not only that, pretty sure everybody's going to want to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Laurie Cohan from Walking Dead, both of them actually from Walking Dead fame, play Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne in that Flashpoint universe where spoilers, Martha Wayne is the Joker and the Batman is actually Thomas Wayne, and instead of them dying in the alley, it's Bruce that dies in the alley. Like, that's an awesome twist, and that's an awesome kind of movie that you can use to not only jumpstart and get everybody excited about DC again, but you can introduce the concept of alternate universe movies, as well as reboot your main continuity universe, and you just, I mean, you get your cake and eat it too. So I don't understand why aren't we moving forward with this, instead of like focusing on Batman and Joker, blah blah blah. Forget them already. Like, let's move on. And not have the focus be on. I mean, look, you can have this Flashpoint movie where it's about Flash, and Batman does play a big part of it, and you can use him to kind of draw everybody in. But at the same time, let's not make the focus all just Batman and Joker all the time. I mean, I think that was a main issue of why this current reboot didn't work, because they tried too quickly to shoehorn Batman into the Man of Steel sequel. And then things just kind of started spiraling from down there. So, like, take the natural progression, do your Flashpoint story, make it about Flash, get a good Flash, reboot your continuity, establish that there are multiple universes so that you can do multiple universe movies as well as your main continuity movies, have everything kind of, coalesce and join together and be in canon, and, compete with Marvel, because that's the ultimate end game, right? It's to be able to compete and maybe surpass Marvel. I mean, you have the names and the star power to do it. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, these are all huge draws. So you have the names to do it, and you have the talent to do it. I just think, whoever's at the helm seems to be kind of having this weird vision, and it's taking this weird path to get there, and they can't seem to get it together. And I mean, I think this will fix a lot of your problems. And I'm not sure if the video came out where I said this or not, because I had a couple videos that I did, and then content wasn't as what I wanted it to be, so I kind of erased them. But DC has the one thing that Marvel, I mean, they kind of have it with Guardians of the Galaxy, but DC has the Disney's over there killing it with superhero movies and Star Wars movies, and DC has a property that is both, space opera like Star Wars and superheroes, and that's Legion of Superheroes. And you can do a fantastic Legion of Superhero movies that marries both the superhero genre and the space opera genre, and in a completely awesome revamping and codifying the entire genre of moviegoers. Like, instead of expecting just superheroes or just space opera or that kind of sci-fi Guardians of the Galaxy vibe, you can do a whole new thing where it's both together, and do something that's never been done before that people will want to see. I mean, who doesn't want to see superheroes and Star Wars together? Like, if you could kind of picture what that would look like, that's kind of what Legion of Superheroes would be like. And that's frankly, I mean, I think that's awesome. So I mean, I think we should move forward with that and do that. That's a little bit of free advice to you, DC and Warner Brothers. If you guys do decide to do a Legion of Superheroes, call me up. Let me know. I have a script, or I have ideas at least, and I'd love to consult on that. So you guys let me know what you guys think. If you guys think Warner Brothers could use some better directions, or what your ideas for a better moving forward with some better ideas for Warner Brothers and DC would be in terms of the movies and entertainment side. Comment below, like, subscribe, all that jazz, share, and we'll see you soon.